I thought it was a little far-fetched when it was first brought up. I was surprised, quite frankly. But now that we're getting closer to breaking ground, I'm thinking, why not? Maybe this could be the exact thing we're looking for.
Yeah, it's extreme, but hey, we have to go for it. Anything we can do to bridge the divide.
So when all was said and done, this is what we came up with.
A monorail goes from St. Paul to Minneapolis. I know it seems crazy, but if there's anything to get our people from our door to their door, and vice versa, this is it.
When it came up at the board meeting, people were generally very excited about it. It's a very innovative idea, which is the hallmark of JCC initiatives. But it was some tough sledding, and we knew we had some hard work to do, that's for sure.
First, we did some pretty extensive research on it. We surveyed a lot of people at both JCCs and beyond, and we asked a lot of questions. We asked, are you willing to cross the river to share Jewish experiences? And we asked, are you willing to visit the other JCC?
The results of the survey were interesting and somewhat telling.
Yeah, we definitely had our work cut out for us.
Well, as we started working on this, it kind of occurred to us, we don't know where the divide started from. We had our suspicions. German immigrants versus Russian immigrants, Ashkenazi versus Sephardic, but we just didn't know.
I'll tell you where it started. It was the raisins in the kugel.
Yes, it was raisins in the kugel. It was the great kugel fight of 1910.
Up until that time, things between the two Jewish communities, they were just fine. People would come and people would go. You'd ask your friend, do you want to go to St. Paul? They'd say, sure. You want to go to Minneapolis? You'd say, why not? But that all changed after the big kugel fight.
Nothing, never again.
As my grandma used to tell me, there was only one place to get kugel in the Twin Cities. It was Goldberg's on Hennepin.
People came from all around the Twin Cities just to buy their kugel. Then Finkelstein's opened, corner of Ashland and Grotto. They put raisins in their kugel. People went wild. No one had ever seen such a thing. My mother always said Goldbergs didn't know borscht about kugels.
Goldberg, he doesn't like competition. That's why he went across the river to Finkelstein's.
And when he got there, he said, hey, I think there's a fly in your kugel. Oh, excuse me. It's not a fly. I guess it's a raisin.
And that's when all hell broke loose.
So the story goes that Finkelstein, no relation, grabs Goldberg and tries to drown him in a pan of kugel. Now, kugel pan is only 2 inches deep. Pretty hard to drown a guy in a pan of kugel, but he tried. It wasn't pretty.
And from that moment on, no one in St. Paul would ever speak to someone from Minneapolis.
And no one in Minneapolis would even look toward the east again.
My mom used to warn me, be careful, don't intermarry.
Oh, you mean marrying somebody who's not Jewish?
No, she means marrying somebody from Minneapolis.
I'm from St. Paul.
And I'm from Minneapolis.
We fell in love. What could we do?
We had to tell each of our parents we were going to marry someone from Duluth.
The textbooks in school, I think they had Minneapolis removed from the map. It really did seem odd that there would only be farmland on the other side of the Mississippi.
Where?
St. Paul.
St. Paul. That's not ringing a bell.
So, knowing the history, we knew there were going to be obstacles to get over. Certainly, funding was going to be a challenge. So, we started with the basics.
We looked for inspiration in many places.
We retained a top design firm. We really wanted this to be cutting edge. We also engaged a great ad agency. If we want this thing to catch on, which we did, we knew we had to have a great name. Like any creative process, some names were better than others.
Everything was falling into place. Funding was coming through, designs were coming together, and everyone was getting on board, so to speak. So it was during this time that we started to present the concept to the community, the big thinkers and the community leaders.
Is it gonna be big?
Yes.
Is it gonna be fast?
Yes.
And this is where we had the epiphany.
I need to drive it. Takes me like 20 minutes to get to Minneapolis.
A funny thing happened. We both came up with the same idea at the exact same time.
Right, we're gonna scrap the monorail idea, and with all the money we save, we're gonna just bring the community together in fun, meaningful ways.
Because we figured out, and we knew all along, when we work together, great things happen.
Hello, everyone. We're the Berries.
And we're the Baldingers.
We hope you've enjoyed this historical perspective about our two great communities.
And even though exciting plans were beginning to take shape, we know you don't need a monorail to cross the Mississippi River to bring us all together.
And that's why we're thrilled to be here tonight, recognizing the immense efforts that are already underway to bring us all closer, to collaborate much more, and to share meaningful Jewish experiences as one big united community.
The JCCs are leading this effort, and we are thrilled to be a part of it. And we are glad that you are here to help us usher in this exciting era.
Because, let's face it, it's about time.
Some candy?
No thanks.
I don't like raisins.